They say the saddest people have the brightest smiles, and yours melts my heart. So when you can't see the bright side of life, I'll sit with you in the dark. We don't have to feel lonely, even if we're alone. 'Cause whichever place has me and you is the place that I call home.
Hey everyone, how's it going? It has been a minute since I have filmed a non-scripted, non-educational thing. This is gonna be fun. Let's drink. This yellow beer can matches the branding of the video. Did you notice that? Everything is intentional. I don't know if I remember how to be funny unscripted. We'll see how this goes. I'm gonna drink at least 3 beers, and I'm a lightweight. Ha-ha! Ladies and gentlemen and all folks on board, welcome to this viewing experience. It's a flight attendant Q&A! Your nearest exits are the X, located in the top left corner of your internet browser, or just close your laptop. Otherwise, prepare yourself, cause she gonna be a bumpy ride. I honestly don't know how to structure this video or where to even start. There is so much to talk about when it comes to being a flight attendant. First, should we show pictures? It will be cringy. Okay, let's do it. So I was hired in 2014, and for training, I had to fly down to Atlanta and live in a hotel room while I learned how to be a flight attendant for like 2 months. Was it 2 months or 12 weeks? I can't remember. I don't know, but they were 10-hour days, 6 days a week. I stand by my opinion that flight attendant training was harder than my bachelor's degree. It was tough. I was super nervous, and I really wanted to fit in and bond with all the girls, and because they ordered the red dress, I ordered the flight attendant red dress. So this is how I started my career. Once I got on the line, I kind of stopped wearing that dress because it was hella feminine and not really comfortable for me. And then what I usually wore was the skirt or the blue dress, which I don't have pictures of. Oops. Eventually, years passed, I came out as trans, the company switched uniforms, and I asked to wear the suit. This is what I looked like after that. Very cute, right? I mean, I needed a haircut, but... My apologies, folks, for interrupting your in-flight entertainment, but it's me, frankly gay. I have just been making so many appearances lately. This time, I'm a pilot. Do you see my epaulets? Oh, sorry, the window seems to be broken. Ha ha! There we go! Clouds! I'm here today telling you how this airline, Hardell Horizons, is proud to partner with Amino, where Ash is making original content. That's right, content you can't see anywhere else. Not in space, not in the jungle, not even in your wildest fantasies. What, just me? It's actually really cool. It's multi-episode skit-style content titled Queer Probs, which attempts to highlight and also bring some levity to everyday LGBT+ struggles. Basically, I read some hashtag relatable problems and act them out, with props and costumes, and sometimes Grayson makes an appearance. Here's a clip so you can get a feel. AFAB non-binary trans mask here. I went to pee in the men's restroom for the first time in a McDonald's at 12 a.m. No one's here. This is my chance. I'll seize the moment. Carpe diem! Unfortunately, I had an anxious bladder and ended up still being there when they started cleaning the facilities.
Time to clean the bathroom!
And by cleaning, I mean hosing.
Time to hose the bathroom!
Oh, hi there! I'm a passenger on Hardell Horizons, and I just love watching Ash's content on Amino.
Do we go from the beginning?
Yeah, take her from the top. Oh, hi! I'm a passenger on Hardell Horizons, and I just love watching Ash's content on Amino, which is now possible thanks to Amino's brand new feature called Amino Stories. You can access it in the Discover tab. Once there, you can see at the top there's a tag called Amino Originals, which houses all the original series Amino has to offer, including Ash's. Alright, back to cruising and fusing.
That was really good. And maybe snoozing, because you have this hood.
Yeah.
So you can do this.
It's gonna put me to sleep.
My content's gonna put you to sleep?
No, it's funny. So grab some pretzels or cookies. We don't have peanuts on this flight. And click the link in the description to download Amino. Then simply search for the username Ash Hardell and enjoy Ash's original content made just for this app. Also, be sure to follow our former Super Stew so you never miss a post. And if you want one of your stories possibly featured one day, be sure to leave it in a comment on my profile. Thanks so much for not taking off and listening to this crafty ad. Should I tell some stories? Being a flight attendant is interesting because you are so trapped with people. You are confined with them in a tube 30,000 feet above the ground. And as I'm sure many of you know, especially those who have worked in customer service, there exists a spectrum of people. There are humans who are wonderful and interesting and compassionate and fantastic and like they change your life. And then there are people who are the worst. And when you're stuck in a sky tube, you run into all of them. Not all, but most of my stories are about the people who are the worst because they stick in my brain. They make me sad and confused and are hard to forget. Before we continue on though, I want to make something very clear. I, as a human, enjoy accommodating. If you have a disability or an allergy or an extreme sensitivity or a phobia, or if you just had the worst day ever, back then and still now, I intrinsically want to help. I desire for you to have a good experience, and if I can make that happen, that's what I want to do. My stories are never about those people. The tales I have to share with you are about folks who enjoy being extra and are typically hella inconsiderate. So, you know, just like top notch. I mentioned allergies before. Let's talk about that. To start, dear all airlines, stop serving peanuts on any flight ever. Love someone who had to take peanuts off the menu like every other flight. So many folks have peanut allergies. Doesn't make sense. It just sets everyone up for failure. The crew ends up disappointing a lot of people because they have to deny them peanuts. A ton of customers are frustrated because they really had their hearts set on peanuts. And the person with the allergy feels guilty because they had to inconvenience everyone because, you know, otherwise they might die. So I was on a flight where we had a peanut allergy. Surprise! Except not. And naturally we took peanuts off the menu, you know, in order to not kill a human. This is reasonable. And during takeoff, the flight lead makes an announcement saying, "Ladies and gentlemen," the announcements were always very binary, "unfortunately, we have a customer with a peanut allergy on today's flight, so in order to accommodate them, we will not be serving peanuts. We also ask that you do not take out any of your peanut products. Thank you very much for your understanding." Usually the lead is supposed to wait till we level off to make that announcement, but she did it a little early and we were still like definitely on an incline. Not a big deal. But right after she makes that announcement, I hear a ding. Someone has pressed their call button, and nobody ever presses their call button during takeoff after we have just left the ground. So my brain goes to, this must be an emergency, I will help them. I get out of my jump seat and I start like mountain climbing up the plane. I have to grab seats as I go in order to not fall backwards, and it's like a legitimate hike. No one else on my crew got up to do this because they are smarter than me. I finally reach the gentleman who's pressed his call button and I say, "Hi sir, is everything all right? Can I help you? What is going on? I see that you've pressed your call button on takeoff. Like, please tell me why are you do the thing?" And this guy just turns his head with the smuggest look on his face and without any context asks, "Can you tell me what they do at the grocery store, miss?" And like, obviously this didn't make any sense to me. Who is they, and why are we talking about the grocery store? Why are we doing this while the plane is still trying to get to the sky? So I just say, "I'm sorry, what?" And with the same all-knowing, obnoxious expression, he kindly explains to silly me, "Oh, I'm talking about the peanut allergy. What do they do at the grocery store? Do they call ahead and ask the grocery store to remove all the peanuts? Like, I'm just curious. If they don't do that there, why should we do that here? Huh, miss?" Huh? In that moment, my brain legitimately broke. I genuinely had no idea a human had the capacity to be that pouty about no peanuts. So I froze and stared at him until the cogs in my tiny stewardess mind started turning again. This is so painful to relive. Finally, I said, "Oh, I understand. Just a moment, sir, while I look into your inquiry."
and I walked to the back of the plane. 3 minutes later, I came back with a slip of paper that said 34B. I handed it to the gentleman and stated, "Here, sir, this is the seat number of the person with a peanut allergy. I personally don't know what they do when they go to the grocery store, but if you like, you can ask them yourself." And then I immediately turned around and walked away. I didn't want to hear his retort. Tell me in the comments what you would have done. There were so many situations where I genuinely didn't know how to respond. Should I have used it as a teaching moment rather than being sassy? Probably, but I was so in shock. What would you have done? Tell me. What would you have done? What do they do at the grocery store? I don't fucking know. They're just trying to not die today. Ugh! Oh, P.S. 34B was definitely not where the peanut allergy customer was sitting. Because what if that guy, in fact, was so immature he actually did end up going to ask? Oh, that would be horrible and so uncomfortable. So I gave him an empty seat, banking on the hope that he was okay harassing a customer service worker, but not actually another customer. Should we do a lightning round Q&A? Okay. Favorite and least favorite airports. LaGuardia is always under construction. LAX is hella disorganized. I like small airports, like Raleigh-Durham and Sioux Falls. And San Francisco isn't a small airport, but they have a yoga room. How on brand for San Francisco. Did you ever get puked on? Yes, like 1 out of every 5 flights there was puke. I probably only ever got puked on like once, but bodily fluids were a common motif. Did you have to go through regular security every time you went to work? No. Flight attendants have this thing called known crew member, which makes getting to secure parts of airports take like 5 seconds. It's awesome. Ooh, how did you feel about ramp agents? P.S. I'm a ramp agent and I love flight attendants. I loved ramp agents. I acknowledge that they have to work in all kinds of weather. They have to work when it's snowy, when it's rainy, when it's hot. And I had the luxury of staying on the plane. They would provide me with the things I needed to do my job, and I appreciated them. I appreciate you. Thank you. Ugh! I am very inebriated. Should I down my 4th beer and see if I remember the safety demo announcement? You've convinced me. I will. Do you like my dangly earring? I'm trying out something new. Tell me I'm pretty. Are you ready? I'm not. I miss my wife. They're downstairs. Let's FaceTime them. Hi, Booba!
Hi, baby.
I almost done filming.
Yay!
I miss you, though.
I miss you. You're a little cutie.
You're a little cutie.
No, you're a little cutie.
You're so hot.
Mm-mm.
No,
You are.
No, you are.
No.
You are.
No.
You're super hot. I have not been this drunk in at least a very long time. You hear me? You want to see how much I had to drink?
Yeah.
Can you see that?
Whoa!
I'm gonna try to do the safety demo announcement and then I'm done filming. Should I have one more?
Yeah, go for it. Just do it. Shotgun it, though.
Shotgun it?
Here's your sisters. Do you even like this beer?
No. It's an IPA. It's too hoppy for me, but
Oh, this will be really fun for you.
but it's yellow.
Yeah, so it goes with the aesthetic.
Right. And that's what's important. It's like boom, boom.
Yeah, you have to be quick. Also, you're gonna get your comforter dirty.
I know, I already did though. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. I drank a lot of beer.
Please direct your attention to the flight attendants in the aisle for a brief presentation of the safety features of our aircraft. Your seatbelt must be securely fastened at this time. To fasten, insert the metal tip into the buckle, tighten by pulling the strap so it is low and tight across your lap. And to release the belt, lift up on the top of the buckle. Federal regulations require all passengers to comply with posted placards, crew instructions.
And wait, what?
Posted safety signs.
No, that's not it. Okay, I gotta go. I really have to pee. Bye.